Welcome back to another 6-scale figure review. I am indeed still your host, unfortunately for you, that Mania. And if you enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'd like to get that out of the way early because I know if I say it earlier, you'll definitely hear it. So, today we have the one that I've been waiting for a while, the SooSoo Toys Gentlemoon. I know there was another company, I think it's the one that's doing those animated Batman and Superman from Batman the Animated Series and the Justice League Animated Series. I can't remember the name of it, but I believe they have one as well. But, you know, SooSoo always has that quality, so I went with them. And today we have this lovely looking figure box with just as nice, you know, normal SooSoo blue. It's got that dark blue hues. There's no rain, which is good. There's no rain in Egypt. Well, there is rain in Egypt, but not a lot. A skybox of a city for some odd reason instead of Egypt. It's a little odd choice. Unless it is an Egyptian city and I'm just an idiot. I would have assumed this would have been desert and pyramids. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I don't know geography. I know 6-scale figureography, but not geography. But anyway, you're not here to see this. No. You're here to see the figure, because you've been waiting for it as much as I have. So, let's crack him out of this box right now, and see how good he looks. So after a not that long of a wait, honestly, this one had a pretty good turnaround time compared to some of the other ones, SooSoo Toys. I'm talking about you. Red Hood. That one took a while. But this one actually had a pretty good turnaround time. And after that nice wait, especially after getting the Hot Toys Moon Knight, I'm thrilled. I'm over the moon with this guy. I have one or two slight minor issues. Maybe, no, one or two. But other than that, I mean, first impression is, wow. For a guy in a suit, it's probably one of the better guys in suits. This is probably one of the best 6-scale ties I've seen, because it's not sticking out forward drastically. Even when the vest is off, it sits flush to the body. Super happy about that. But you want to see the figure up close and personal. So let's get him off of the spinning turntable of doom and take a close look at this guy and all the fun stuff that he comes with. Shall we then? So, this guy does come with a couple fun accessories. We'll start out by talking about, you know, the sticks that he had in his hand. There's two of them, but we'll take a look at one real quick. You can see all that nifty little marking on there. That must have been a little tough to get on there, don't you think? I just completely blurred it out instead of enhancing. Come on. That's good enough. It's on both sides too. I don't know if this is exactly accurate to the show because I don't remember the prop. But if it is, that's awesome. He also comes with the tracking little scarab. There's the closed version and the open version. Both little cool accessories, not something that I'd see many people using. The imprisonment statue, also very cool. I don't think we'll see a 6-scale version. No, I lied. This is... never mind. Ignore what I was just about to say. I lost my train of thought, and I realized that I was about to say something stupid. Because we are. I believe that is Khonshu. I can't remember the show, because it's been a little bit, but I believe that is the Khonshu statue, and we are getting a 6-scale Khonshu. So, Khonshu, not Khonshu. Khonshu. So, it also comes with this little moon disc thing that Moon Knight uses, and compared to the Hot Toys version here, it's a little thinner, a little less gold, less reflective clearly, but I mean they look pretty similar somewhat. This one has like a little cross detail in there, and this one does not. So again, I think they're supposed to be the same thing. I don't know which one's more accurate. I'd assume the Hot Toys one, because they get like actual info from, you know, those above. And then that's it for the accessories, unless you want to count this rolled up shirt, which we'll go over in a little bit. I'll show you that rolled up shirt look. And the fun part, the head sculpt. So, Oscar Isaac here, looking quite nice. And in a second here, I will show you what it looks like on the body. But yeah, he looks fantastic. And I'm very happy to finally have an Oscar Isaac sculpt in the collection. So here we have our Moon Knight. Or Mr. Knight, I should say. So before we start, I will show you what this looks like. Obviously, here's the regular head on, and then here is the head sculpt on, so you can see how those two compare to each other. The head sculpt, it again is quite nice. It looks a little weird because he looks a little bit puffed up with the regular head, but the sculpt does look good, and I'm happy to have both that as an option and the regular one. Thank you, SooSoo, for giving me a Moon Knight sculpt. So, anyway, I should check to see if that actually goes on the Hot Toys figure a little bit later on as well. It's a good thought, man. Anyway, here is the sculpt. It's not too crazy because it is just a man in like a mask thing. The eyes do light up. I don't have a battery for it because unlike Hot Toys, SooSoo doesn't come with battery. But if we move it a little closer, ignore my setup here. If we move it a little closer, you can see that that moon looks really good on there. The eyes look nice, and it just slides right off. So here's how the light works. You just slide the battery in the side there, but again, because I don't have the battery, I can't just slide the battery on. But it does just slide back on like that. And then you got your Mr. Knight back. Sliding back down. The suit is fantastic. It's got the same material feel, weirdly enough, as the Moon Knight itself. So it looks really good, and it kind of matches in theme. Again, the tie is really nice. I screwed it up a little bit switching shirts, but it does still look really good. The jacket, while restricting, it feels really nice. It's got this little pocket hanky, which is quite lovely. The tailoring on this is fantastic for all white because you can see all the little fine details in there. It is quite impressive. Just bringing it all the way down. You can see all that fine detail even in the pants. This guy will not articulate properly. But I mean, it still looks really good. My one problem is these shoes keep popping off. They're supposed to be socks, as you can see. Oh no, there's the sock. It's attached to the shoe, but these shoes keep popping off. So I'm struggling to keep the socks on as well. So that's a bit of a bummer, but really it's the only thing that's stopping this guy from being like pretty much perfect. So let's slide onto the, real quick, let's slide onto the other look with the rolled up sleeves and the head sculpt on. And here we have the secondary look for Moon Knight, which is more of just, you know, Oscar Isaac with his sleeves rolled up. This look takes a lot more effort to do than feels worth it. However, it does come out nicely. I've seen some people who have bought two versions of this, and they have the other, you know, the first look, and then they also have this look. I could see where they're going with this. I'm not a big fan of buying two for multiple different looks, so I usually don't do that. This one I might have, but I probably would have regretted it. That head sculpt will be going, hopefully, on a theoretical Poe Dameron custom, if I can figure out what costume I can go with, because finally we have an Oscar Isaac head, and I really want a Poe Dameron for my shelf. But you can see here, it's pretty much just the regular outfit without the jacket on, and I know it's, you know, the long sleeve versus the short sleeve. I didn't move the tie over because I didn't want to go through the whole effort of trying to move a tie. It's already bad enough. I had to take all of his clothes off, and I think I made him look a little fatter than he did previously, but I'm not 100%. I even went through the effort of tucking his shirt in, which is something I don't even do in real life. But this is a look. If you're looking for this look, this is it. Anyway, let's move on and do some comparisons, shall we? Before I move on to comparisons, I would just like to, like I said, put the head sculpt on Moon Knight so you guys can see how that looks. And man, the head look does look a little stumpy, but that's because of the outfit. Other than that, this sculpt fits this figure so well. I'm over the moon again with this sculpt, and it fits on perfectly. Like, there's no problem other than how glassy his eyes look in this pose. But you just see, it looks so good. I don't know what I'm going to do with this sculpt. Like I said, I wanted to do a Poe Dameron, but I'm not sure because this sculpt looks so good on Moon Knight. I'm not sure. I'm half tempted. The Moon Knight sculpt itself is fantastic, but I'm half tempted to just keep this sculpt on here because I'm so ecstatic by it. Maybe Poe Dameron can wear the Moon Knight hood and sculpt. Anyway, let's move on and compare these two without this beautiful Oscar Isaac sculpt on, unfortunately. Having these two side by side goes to show just how much effort and the great lengths that SooSoo went to have these guys be just about the same height. Moon Knight might have slight height advantage, but you could chalk that up to bigger boots, you know, the hood, but they are very, very close in height. It is really impressive. SooSoo puts a lot of effort into small things like this that makes it that much better than, you know, some of the competition. SooSoo Toys has nailed it with this figure. I have, like I said, minimal complaints about this guy. I'm over the moon with the both of these. And again, that sculpt is fantastic, but these look so good next to each other. It is crazy. Anyway, let's split them apart for a little bit and see how well this guy articulates and see if it holds up to how fantastic he is overall. So we're going to do this one full jacketed because I feel like that's how most people display it. So that's how most people would want to see it. So because of the way the head is, we do indeed get a life-ending 360 degrees. And you'd even get that even if you had the regular sculpt on. It goes up that far and down that far. Pretty good. Side to side as well. Arm goes up that far. Arm goes up that far. Arm goes back that far. Some good articulation there. It is a bit of a crunch. Bit of a back crunch. Be careful you don't unbutton his shirt or untuck his shirt. That's about all the spread you're going to get. Up that far. Back 0. Good knee bend. And free articulation. It's pretty good. So, Mr. Knight may not have the best posability because he is trapped in a suit, but you can still get some pretty good poses out of him. What do you say we get to the end of the video and wrap this stuff up, shall we then? What do you mean no? Is there anything else I missed? Alright, then we're going to go to the end of the video. All in all, what a fantastic companion piece from Moon Knight. I mean, Moon Knight was already great, and to have a fantastic friend with Mr. Knight, they look amazing together. I cannot believe that there is a 6-scale Khonshu also coming out at some point in the near future from Thunder Toys, who I absolutely adore. I love those guys. So those three together, Hot Toys, SooSoo Toys, and Thunder Toys combined are going to make a pretty awesome display. I mean, these two alone right now, as you see, look amazing. My one thing, and this has nothing to do with SooSoo, is I wish Mr. Knight had a little bit more gold on him. The gold really stands out on Moon Knight. There's no gold on Mr. Knight here, so I feel like he's missing that little standout, like those little pops of gold every now and then. But other than that, two absolutely smashing figures standing side by side together. Some of their better works from both companies. And I'm over the moon. Get it? I'm over... never mind. So, if you got this guy, or the Moon Knight, and you're tempted to get this guy, and you're not sure, absolutely get him. There is no doubt in my mind that this Mr. Knight is a worthwhile companion piece, even for that sculpt alone. But if you're looking at this right now and you're not saying, I need to get this Mr. Knight to go with my Moon Knight, then there's something wrong. And if you have this Mr. Knight or you're waiting for him to get delivered and you're super excited, I hope this video has helped you be a little bit more excited or know exactly what to anticipate when he does show up. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, like I said, please feel free to subscribe and like the video because it helps out a lot, especially because I love doing this, and I love that you guys interact, and I love seeing all of you. And it makes it so much fun. It's just so enjoyable to do. Every time you guys interact, it makes it a lot more enjoyable to do all this stuff. Because I really do enjoy doing this stuff, especially when you get to do awesome things like this. This is awesome. And I really do appreciate it. Like I say, always comment. Feel free to comment, because I will always respond to you, as long as it's not gibberish. And with all of that out of the way, I've been me, and you've been you. And thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully you join me next time when we review something maybe new. I will see you then.